Tonight, Trump is expected to endorse Speaker Ryan, but with Trump, you never know. Also today, Trump released a list of his economic advisors. One of them, Stephen Calk, chairman and CEO of Federal Savings Bank. He goes on the record. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Gretchen. How are you?
I'm well. So tell me, you're a member of the economic team. Have you met with Donald Trump?
We've met several times. Of course, he has a big speech on Monday, and he's going to release his policies and talk about his vision for the economic turnaround of this country, and I'm sure he'll do that very well.
Are you aware of what his program is, what the plan is?
Well, I'm not going to share everything that I know that he is refining now and is going to share with the American public on Monday, but I can promise you it's not a speech you're going to want to miss.
All right. Is he going to raise taxes on anyone?
Well, I can't imagine that that's in his plan, but again, I wouldn't be able to give you any details about his plan. What I can do is share with you a little bit about the diversity and the uniqueness of the team that he's put together and why perhaps he chose someone like me who's not a Wall Street guy, but rather a Main Street guy.
Well, I should probably tell you there's a lot of Twitter, when the list came out today, there's a lot on Twitter about the fact that there were so many guys named Steve on it.
I know that's a little bit unique and funny, but I mean, look, I've already worked 12 hours today, so I'm out there in the street. I'm a roll my sleeves up kind of guy. I work with everyday Americans and veterans on issues like first-time home buying and trying to remove the clutter and loosen up the chains and whatnot to get cash flowing again to American homeowners.
All right. One of the problems we have is that we have an enormous debt in this nation. And that's why I asked you whether or not he plans to raise taxes, because I'm trying to think, like, how is he going to reduce this debt? So what would you advise him? You say you're an economic. Okay, you say you can't reveal the program, but what would you tell him to do about reducing this enormous debt if raising taxes isn't one of the things?
Sure. Well, I won't speak to any of his individual policies that he hopes to announce, but I will share that one of the best ways to help in that particular situation is to raise revenues, and raising revenues by raising the income of the average American, creating more jobs, creating more opportunities for more jobs to be created. More revenue comes in, expenses can be paid, debt goes down. It's really quite simple.
All right, we'll be watching to see what happens. Monday, you say, is the big speech, so we'll be watching. So maybe you'll come back and we can talk about what he said.
I'd love to do that. And just one quick shout-out to Karen Vaughn and the other Gold Star mothers. As a fellow veteran, I can tell you that I'm so grateful for her sacrifice, and what an incredibly classy and articulate woman. Thank you so much to her and all the Gold Star mothers. And yes, and the Kahn family, too. I mean, they're all, I mean, on all sides of this issue, they're all, you know, heartbroken, and they've done a lot for the nation, a huge sacrifice. Chairman, thank you very much for joining us. My pleasure.